at myself or whatever.
Thanks for reminding me.
Got it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so good morning, everyone. So I'll wear two hats today. I'll wear my Oasis Senior Advisor hat and tell you a little bit about what we do. And at the same time, I'm going to try and do double duty, multitask. And I'll wear my motivational singer hat because that's one of my titles out there in the world when I play music is when I'm speaking, motivational singer. And I'll share some examples of ways that maybe you can share about what you do using some of the same things that I use if you like them, or you can go, oh boy, I'm glad I heard that because I don't ever want to do what Steve does. So whichever way, it's probably all beneficial. So to perform the feat, I will use music, lifting the,
of course.
It'll do the heavy lifting. Yeah, always. BV knows there's a guitar showing up with me. So the reason for music is, other than I've got a guitar in my hands and I love music, is that it has the ability to, the completely unique, which I think is redundant, ability to inspire, inform. It does so in an instant to keep the alliteration going. I'll give you an example. I don't think I gave this example last fall when I did this. So just everybody, I'm going to be watching your faces. So get ready. How about this? Do I know another one? So good. People are doing exactly what I would hope. And you're all moving, and music animates us, again, informs, inspires, those kinds of things. It also, I think, transforms us. And Forrest, you're going to pick up because we cannot play at the same time. It doesn't work on Zoom.
I don't know what the deal is. Yeah.
Doesn't just inform, inspire, it transforms, transports. It's like this time travel thing, so that we're taken to different places and times. Music chronicles our lives, right? And we feel those feelings over again and again in an instant, just with a few notes. So let's see. I'm watching your faces again. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. Yeah, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. So time travel, let's see, this will take you back. That take anybody to a school dance for us older ones? That reminds me of a time that I wasn't a first or last kiss. It was, I wish I'd gotten a kiss. But anyway, that's a different story. So let's put that together with, now, what do I do, and see if I can tie in the music thing with what I do. So what I tell people, and Dean talked about this a few months ago, going over elevator pitches. What I tell people I do is, I'm a professional weightlifter. And I say that tongue in cheek, but I say it to, well, I'll just go through it and I'll explain it later. So I'm a professional weightlifter. I lift the weight off people's shoulders, seniors and their families when they're looking for housing options typically, but really any resources, all things senior. Housing happens to be our wheelhouse because we're in and out of all of the assisted living, independent living, adult family homes, memory cares. So that's our wheelhouse. And we customize, meaning we learn all about our clients as much as we can anyway. What's their lifestyle, what's their family situation, their financial, their geographic, all these things, their care needs, of course, so that we then customize. And the thing that shocks people is it's all for free. So they don't pay us anything. In fact, the state makes us send them a disclosure that says we won't charge you for anything. And it's I liken it to a Nordstrom personal shopper. You know, they don't bring you 50 things to look at. They learn about you, and they bring you maybe those 3 or 4 things that might be a fit. And I love doing this. Somebody helped me with my mom. I've told that story a number of times, but somebody helped me with my mom 25 years ago. There wasn't this role back then, but this person happened to know all this stuff. So it was really cool. There are online services that do something similar. The challenge there is, and I tell people this because I'd rather they call me first, because if they don't, and they call one of those places first, and then we do an introduction to a community, chances are, because those online entities blast out this information to everybody, that community is going to say, you know, that place they already contacted us about this family or whatever. So we always look for somebody to call us first, because again, we're the customized version, not sending out 20 or 30 options. And then one of the big challenges that people figure out very quickly is they start getting calls the minute that thing got sent to those communities. Granted, there's 5 out of those 20 people sitting right there ready to dial for dollars. And so people's phones blow up. So anyway, so one of the questions we're asked is when to call. And the thing I would tell people is as early as possible. Some people, it's kind of 3 categories. Some people will call us really proactively. Hey, we think we'd like to find a place that has a great community activity. Somebody will cook for us. Somebody will clean for us. Built-in community, downsize. They have all sorts of reasons to be proactive about that. The second of the 3 would be, there's people who are somewhere in between proactive and they know there's an urgency that could come up. Maybe somebody's got an illness or just not getting around as well. So they think, oh, you know what, maybe in the next 6 months or whatever, we should take a look. And then we have the urgent group, which is probably about half of the folks and the families that we meet with. And they're either in the hospital or skilled nursing, and they're going to have to discharge somewhere. And those entities won't discharge you back home if they think it's not safe, because if they do, and that person gets readmitted because that person wasn't safe at home or they weren't ready to be home, that entity starts picking up the tab for that person's medical expenses. So they're not going to do a bad discharge, as it were. So we help people in those situations a lot too. Bottom line is, I try to tell people that, you know, yes, I'm a weightlifter. I lift the weight off people's shoulders. I hear that many times. That's where that kind of metaphor came from. But it's free. It's easy. Just call me. And that's what I tell people about our business. So now I'm going to see if I can do that thing I said I was going to do, which is tie this into music. Let's see.
Jessica, you're expected to sing when it's your turn, just so you know. So yeah,
definitely.
be prepared. So,
Jessica, is it jazz or are we going for more of a punk feel? What are we doing?
Definitely punk, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I know Sedated, that was like on the edge of the punk scene, you know. Anyway, so what I like to think of in a lot of respects in my life, whether it's doing a brainstorm, any creative process, writing songs, but also presentations and elevator pitches, not only my own, but I've helped some folks with these things, is I think in terms of song parts. There are many song parts. There's intros, there's outros, there's bridges, there's all those things. I'm only going to focus on 3 things: the hook, the verses, and the chorus. And the hook is the things I was playing, right? It's supposed to get your attention, right? And it's supposed to make you go, oh, this is where we may be going, or this is cool, this fits me, whatever it is. So that's what a hook is about. That's well, let me jump to verses. Verses are really about, how do we paint the picture of, let's tell the story of the who, what, where, when, how, why kind of a thing. The chorus is the key overriding message. Now, if we overlay that onto, well, let me say the key overriding message is that thing that when you go away from here today and you go, what? Some guy, I don't remember his name, he was lifting weights or something, talked to us a couple weeks ago. What the heck was he talking about? Okay, wait. Oh, he lifted the weights off people. Okay, and I think he said, "Call me." That was the big thing. So that's my chorus. Guess what? It's the hook and the chorus for me. So I'll go through it. I told you my hook is the professional weightlifter. That's you don't have to come up with a hook in an elevator pitch or a presentation that is kitschy or attempting to be funny, like maybe that is. It can be a quote. It can be an image, an icon. It can be all sorts of things. But a hook is, you're on that elevator or you're at the front of the group speaking, and it's that thing that has people go, the Scooby-Doo thing, what did he or she say? So then the I told you about that. Now my verses are, we're all about seniors and housing is our wheelhouse. And then I tell people a little bit about that. And it's customized and it's all for free and kind of like a Nordstrom personal shopper. That's a verse for me. Calling as early as possible and telling people when our clients call us, that people ask us that all the time. When do people usually call? Even the clients. Are we calling too early? I mean, are we too late to find housing? Those kinds of things. So all things senior housing is our wheelhouse, customized, all for free. Call as early as possible. And my chorus is really an amalgam of that. And I told you what it is. It's kind of like, let me lift the weight off your shoulders or your loved one's shoulders. Oh, my daughter's saying hi. Have a good day, honey.
Bye, honey.
Oh, I did not get one and I can't get to it right now. Sorry.
Wait, come in and say hi.
Oh, you want to say hi?
Yeah. Come in here.
You can see who some of these folks are. This
Hi.
is Soph,
Hi, Soph.
Hi.
Have
The
a
guy-
good Tuesday.
the
Good
person
to have
who's
a backup
not
singer
waving.
there. Backup singer.
Lorella wasn't waving because she's driving.
Oh.
And Anthony and Ty they're frozen in time. Look at that. So have a good day, honey.
Bye.
See you.
You should really get a new bowl.
I should get a new door. It squeaks. Okay, that's awesome. It takes a 10-year-old to tell me I should get the WD-40.
Right.
So that's the whole it's easy, it's free, call me kind of, although it happens to rhyme. That's what I want to leave people with usually when I'm sharing my elevator pitch, as it were. And then let's see, Jessica, you weren't real clear on what you wanted to sing. JD, what were you up for? So
you have any Mudvayne in there?
no. Did they open for John Denver? Maybe. So I think good song has a finale, and some songs fade out, but in an elevator pitch and a presentation, you don't want to just say thanks very much. You don't want to fade out on those things. So have a finish. Concerts, if you can picture concerts, people will, the person on the stage will say, hey, bless you, travel safely, be good to each other. They'll say something, thank you, good night, right?
Mhm.
In an elevator pitch, obviously saying thank you, but that call to action is, I think Dean talked about that. So you've said all this stuff. It's like, if you think that there's a fit and it makes sense for you to do something next, then, hey, I'll send you that information I told you about. And then all you do is sign the paperwork, or let's get together for coffee. I'm slammed this week. Do you have some time next week? Elevator pitch can end something like that. Doesn't have to. You can exchange business cards and say adios, but I don't know that that's as beneficial as possible. This presentation is ending with, if you are ever interested in looking into this yourself, using a motivational singer to help you with elevator pitch, brainstorming, whatever it is, reach out to me for coffee. It's fun. It's simple. Usually it's about 45 minutes to identify whatever your hooks, verses, choruses, things like that are, so that you can inform and inspire and transform like you're all passionate about doing. So that's it. Thank you so much. And if I had a mic, I'd drop it. So,
Well done,
Thanks.
Mace.
thanks, Brian. Thanks, man. Oh, hey, I wanted to say, Amp, can I suggest a topic for the